Give me the link.
Huh?
Give me the link.
Is it
Give me the
beeping?
link.
It's
Give me
no
the link.
longer.
Okay. You
Give
can
me the
maybe
link,
change
boy.
it from instrument to line on the interface as well. We're live.
Okay, can I have the link now?
Live.
Well, we're live on Flurry. I don't know if we're live on YouTube yet.
Is this coming through?
Yeah, should be. There's
Okay.
the music.
Nice.
Ooh, King Giz.
Have you been listening to them then?
You've
Yes,
done
I
some
have.
work.
Nice.
I have.
Wait. Welcome to Bonk FM, everyone. Woo, we're back. Dan's bothering us for the link. Can you see us on YouTube yet? If you can, send us the link.
No. Someone just send me the link.
We'll get on it.
Let's play the music. Turn the
thought
music
that
up.
was
This is
sound.
shoot. This
Okay.
is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with I don't know, what is this?
This is.
I thought you were the
Cumberland
King
Castle.
Gizzard professional.
This is horology.
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 Everybody.
Hey!
Hello.
Wait. Samuel Robinson has arrived. Yeah. I think he'd arrived before we'd even
What
started.
have you got to
be
say
honest.
today, Sam?
I fucking hate eggs.
Good start to the day.
He hates
He
eggs.
hates eggs. Wait,
He
put
hates-
your
oh
phone
my
down.
god!
I
you're
forgot
so-
there was an order.
I think we should take
Hold on.
Remy off the duties, these duties, because we've never had a single one. He hates
In my
eggs.
fairness,
He hates eggs.
He hates eggs.
eggs.
In fairness, right? No. Hear me out, because we haven't done that in so long. I was trying to get back into the swing of it. I was remembering everything. Welcome to Bonk FM, everyone. How are we all doing today? What?
Bonk.
I've already played the
Again.
jingle. Stop just slapping the table and expecting me to do something.
Where is your usual setup?
I didn't want it.
You don't want it.
He's
Have
replaced.
you renounced it?
I've got a book now. I'll
He's
look up.
Wow.
replaced percussion for literature.
Apparently, we're doing some. We're doing some
Jesus Christ, Remy.
intellectual chats today about books and stuff.
We are. Where is mine? Oh, it's here.
Mine's cleaner than yours.
Yeah.
Look,
A cleaner book is never a good sign because it means you haven't read it.
Look
Yeah.
at the bottom of your
I
book.
haven't read
though.
it yet.
What's
Less
at the bottom of your
used.
book there?
me. Oh, I don't know.
looks like-
Waterstones ink. I got it £3 from Waterstones because it was a bit ripped. And I thought mine was in bad wear.
Well, technically this isn't mine. This is Cora's, and
Okay, so you're
See.
using someone else's damaged book and then claiming it as your own to insult other people.
I bet you buy pre-relics
Exactly.
places, don't you?
Welcome back to Bonk FM, everyone. We appreciate you all being here. We have all of the regular stuff going on today that you could expect from a local radio show. We have some news, we have some gig talks, we have some other interesting things that we're doing. We have a regular segment, Poetry Place, where you choose a word and Dan and Sam will come up with a poem on the spot to do with that word. We have some good music as well, and if you have any requests, feel free to text them in 07759379524. Message us on the YouTube chat if you're watching us live, or text us on Instagram at band.call.bonk.
Gonna be playing some lots of grassroots local artists today. I think on the radio. Got some new tunes that we want to explore together.
Yeah, we were taking me and Dan were taking a moment last night to go through some of the really, really excellent bands that we're going to be supporting and who will be supporting us over the next couple of months. So we're going to be sharing some of their music. Very exciting. We're also having a discussion about eggs and trying to determine what are the sort of normal eggs that people might encounter in their day-to-day life.
Let me just paint this picture for you, viewers, listeners at home / whatever. Imagine, like straight after that first song, Samuel Robinson has arrived. Sample comes on. Sam goes, "I hate eggs." The trumpets rise.
Is this what was
sounds
meant
really
to happen?
triumphant, and then we all go, "He hates eggs," and then we start talking about eggs. And that, so just imagine that happened. Okay, go.
Do you want me to play the fanfare now?
No.
so you can pretend?
It's already done. I painted the picture. Go.
So, me and Dan determined that we had exactly the same thought process of which eggs are kind of out there, which was...
No, not just what are out there, but what's the most exciting egg?
Yeah, we both said quail first, and then ostrich,
Ostrich,
second,
duck,
third, and chicken
and then
fourth.
chicken.
But we don't know if we've missed any out in there.
This doesn't include dinosaur eggs, or maybe it does, because that's my next thought.
Well, I think they need to be, readily available. I wouldn't put dinosaur eggs
when
as...
there's ostriches' eggs readily available?
As in, if you
You've been
want...
shopping at Waitrose again, haven't
If you wanted to, you could feasibly go out and get an ostrich egg, I think.
I don't think
you? Go
you could.
do that right now.
Not right now, maybe, but I think I could at some point. Where are you going to get quail egg?
Quail shop.
That would imply that you're buying the entire bird just to get the egg.
No, they do discounts. You know how they have the sale because things are going out of date? They do the sale because things are coming in today at the quail shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
What's coming in today at the quail shop? It sounds like a nice scene.
Quails.
Yeah, it's actually, things coming in today at the quail shop are a great scene. Things coming in today at the date shop's horrible.
I've never actually... I've never seen a quail.
What's up next?
Should we play some music?
Yes.
Have you just got that playlist I've sent you?
I have not. My internet's being dodgy, so right now I only have access to the liked songs.
I'd love to. Oh,
So
I can't tell... I'm trying to do,
Are you saying you don't like grassroots music?
I'm
don't
doing...
tell that to the Liverpool Echo.
There's no reason to go poking
I'm
around
trying
there at
to level us as we go. So if someone doesn't sound quite right, please let us know because we need to fix
all. Yeah.
If something doesn't look quite right,
See it.
say it.
Sorted.
We'll sort it.
nice.
Play
Sorry,
some
I've
music.
been on a train all day, so this is what I've been
Where have you
listening
been?
to. I've been to Bath, and then I just got back this afternoon, literally less than an hour ago.
How was it?
Did you have to wiki how to do it?
What? Inside joke.
Let's go. Please don't tell
You're
me
not
I
allowed
don't-
to get that
I
one.
don't know how to take a bath.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Is that our
song.
topic of discussion?
we'll talk about that next, I think. I
we
wanna-
can talk about it next if you
Hygiene.
want.
Huh? That's
Who's
Remy.
Gene?
What?
Oh my god, please.
Ow.
This is why we need you on the things to go boing, boing, boing.
This is why we should just get a sample pad and then have everyone be able to do.
We can't afford a sample pad.
I literally have a MIDI keyboard that can do that.
What's the next song that we're playing?
The next song?
Can I encrust it? Oh no, you can only be your like songs.
Yeah, unless you guys want to do an acapella while I restart my Spotify, and then I'll have access to it.
I mean, let's
Okay.
just take it down and have a quick chat about how Budry doesn't know how to use baths.
But
We don't have to talk about that.
nah.
There's not
Okay,
really
this next song came out a week ago, and it's called Lil's Room. It's by Girl Group.
Speaking of grassroots artists that we wanna play out on the air, This is a good track.
Had the window open all day. Let some fresh air circulate. But the staleness stayed. Got a rotten brain. Now my mood rings stuck on gray. It's hard. Meet me in the hallway. I know you, I made us a brew. Mine is empty and it's quiet, and I hate how I designed it. Let's move into this room, into this room, into this room, into this room. Don't like the things I think sometimes. Maybe I should try to go outside. And my stars are not aligned. Once the Taurus, but your sun's a Gemini. Meet me if you wanna. I've been on my own too long and blaming how I feel on the moon. Mine is empty and it's quiet. I get sick of me in private. Let's move into this room, into this room, into this room, into this room. Drafty, but it's cool with the light in. Moldy flowers, incense burning, candles, crystals, cabbage staring, wrapped up in a cozy clean into this room, into this room, into this room, into this room. Drafty, but it's cool with the light in. Moldy flowers, incense burning, candles, crystals, cabbage staring, wrapped up in a cozy cliche.
God, we're real good with the dead air today. Turn that speaker
I
off.
was just doing that.
What?
What's that shaker?
The music, I suppose.
This this
What?
So I've put together a bit of a playlist of all of the grassroots people that we've been listening to and supporting and playing with. They've been supporting all that are coming up, and I've really just wanted to show show these guys and show some of you at home. I think we're going to probably put this playlist on our Spotify profile as well, because these are some tunes. If I'm not mistaken, this is Car Machine playing right now.
It is.
Off their newest album. It's a really, really good tune. This is called Homecoming. Very good.
They are very cool.
Let's turn it up and have a listen.
Ooh, okay.
आज मोरे घर आए रे बलवा, आज मोरे घर आए रे, आज मोरे घर आए रे बलवा, आज मोरे घर आए रे, करूँगी अदा
We're just taking a look. Happy Independent Venue Week, everyone, by the way. That's this week. There's plenty of stuff going on. Wait, some of the venues involved, I was just taking a look. All of the regular ones in Liverpool. Arts Bar Baltic, Arts Bar Hope Street, EBGB's, Future Yard, Handyman, Round the Corner, the Jack as well.
Is that this week?
Yeah, that's right now. That's happening. There's actually one today with Captain Crocodile. Shout out, we know
They got
Captain Croc. There's plenty of other gigs going on.
Maybe give his track a spin next.
Yeah, we totally could, actually. There's one on the EP that's coming out pretty soon that I produced. So there's an incentive for you to listen to Captain Crocodile.
There's one on that playlist that I sent to you, Buzz. There's a Captain Croc song. And it's really good.
Yeah, but Captain Croc's playing at the Jack tonight if you're interested, if you like this kind of music and stuff. So is Jazz Sabbath is playing at the Royal Philharmonic Hall, which is crazy. I'm really mad that I didn't realize that's happening. Should we listen to some Jazz Sabbath later as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be quite fun.
Jazz Sabbath. That sounds really interesting.
It's basically the keyboard player who tours with Ozzy Osbourne right now has his own band called Jazz Sabbath, who do jazz covers of Black Sabbath songs, and they're really good. Yeah, I got my uncle their first EP on vinyl, and it's a very, very good album. So we might play some of that on a little bit later. But we have some proper sort of event stuff talking about a little bit later on. I want to do
General
some cool
scatting
stuff.
in their masses.
I was trying to think of something about that. I like that there's like spin-off bands, like like this Hayseed Dixie as well, which do like
Pardon?
rock covers
Of
of AC/DC.
Oh.
Nice.
No,
Are AC/DC not rock?
They do country covers.
Oh.
Of AC/DC.
Oh, is that those like
I'm on
the,
the hay bale
hillbilly
to hell.
dudes with the banjo and everything? Is that
Jazz
they-
Sabbath and Hayseed Dixie? They'd be like,
There's a really good band in America.
Is this the Hamburger Band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called?
hamburger hand.
They're called like, they're called Mac Sabbath. They're called Mac Sabbath, and they're like a McDonald's themed Black Sabbath cover band.
Mac Sabbath.
Or Mac Sabbath.
They look awful, like visually, absolutely disgusting.
I want to see, the Ned Flanders metal band.
Riddly Diddly. They're not actually called that.
They have that tune, Godspeed Young Doodle. And
There is actually
they all dress as Ned Flanders and do like,
yeah. No, I know. There's actually two Ned Flanders based metal bands.
based.
There's that one, and then there's one called Wishmaster, who aren't specifically Ned Flanders themed, but do have a song where the main hook is like Riddly Diddly Riddly Diddly Riddly. It's pretty good. There was a whole website dedicated to it.
I've
for
been
a while.
watching The Simpsons recently, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Where have you started from there?
I started from season 4
Why not season 1?
because I like to give series I like to miss the first bit where they're working out what they're about. And
Yeah,
I
I feel
like after a few seasons they kind of get into a good vibe. And
Yeah.
there's also like 25 seasons of it, so I've got more than enough.
I feel the same about Community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although Community gets bad after season 4.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but season 1's a bit weird as well, so I understand where you're coming from, Dan.
Yeah.
The only way is Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's fair, actually. Although you don't really have to watch It's Always Sunny in order. You can kind of pick and
Really?
choose at random.
Yeah, but you don't have to do it with The
Story doesn't make
Simpsons
any
or
sense.
Community either, really.
It was the same with
That's
Parks and
true.
Rec. I felt Parks and Rec was really slow, and then you get this love for all the characters in a really endearing way, and
Yeah.
then you really care about it. And
Yeah.
then just like The Office, it gets crap.
Isn't that the one where where Chris Pratt comes back after playing like the Marvel role, and he's like really ripped after being like a little bit overweight.
Yeah.
And then they explain it by him just being like, oh yeah, I just stopped drinking beer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, after this track, we're gonna play a track by Captain Crocodile, who we just discussed.
Oh, yeah.
And this track is called Tried to Say, so I'm just gonna put that on now.
Doing very well on the interwebs as well. Jack Norrie, the front person of Captain Crocodile, has done some ridiculous guerrilla marketing on Instagram, and it's definitely working out. Certainly a vibe has been made around this band. This is Tried to Say.
Every time I try to say that I don't like to feel that way, that I could never really see the damage that you did to me. I try so hard to find a way to lift me straight up out of here, when stay right here. What you trying to do to me? And every time you're not there with me. I wish you'd never come to me, 'cause then I'd be here living free. But all these eyes, they couldn't see what you really did to me. I try so hard to find a way to lift me straight up out of here. When everything is said and clear, I think I'd rather stay right here. What you trying to do to me? And every time you're not there with me. What you trying to do to me? And every time you're not there with me. I try to say, I try to say, I try to say, I try to say. Try to say.
We were going to do news, but I didn't really prepare any news. So we might just go through some headlines that I can
No,
see
but-
that look interesting.
Sam,
I
Sam
think-
had some nice words to say about this last track, which I think
yeah,
we should say.
I don't.
It was meant. That track sounds like I haven't washed my laundry for about 2 weeks, and it's brown and sludgy and murky and rainy in all the best ways.
I really enjoyed that.
I
You
say
can
this as
somehow
someone-
take that as a
I
compliment.
only just washed my laundry last night after like 2 weeks, and that song was how I felt for the last 2
It
weeks.
sounds like that laundry.
It sounds good.
It
sounds
does.
really
It's
good,
a really,
yeah.
really
I
nice
fucking
track.
love it.
We're a big fan. Looking forward to the EP, which is coming out in the near future at some point. I don't know if that's been announced. I think I know that.
There is not an EP that is being released.
There is not an EP from Captain Crocodile that's coming out soon. Anyway, we're listening to Jazz Sabbath right now. Nice. Slick.
What?
Good
Nothing.
save.
What do we want about?
Nothing?
Thought so.
So, there isn't really any news. I'm going through my news
Nothing's
sources.
happened in a week.
Nothing has I mean, lots of things have happened, but they're not really things that I
Primark
wanna
has
say.
released a new brand, a new line of accessible
Greg's, is it?
underwear.
Really?
Yeah, of accessible underwear that uses like Velcro and magnets for people that are like injured or people that have like disabilities, which mean that it's harder for them to use like underwear that you like have to put on with like clips and like you have to bend down. So for example, like there's underwear with like straps on the side, like Velcro straps, so you don't have to like bend down all the way to do it. And it's really good. I think it's really, really amazing that it's also crazy that doesn't really exist or before.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's really
Interesting that
crazy.
it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've never thought
that's
about that.
that's a pioneering thing in 2024.
But I think like they existed, but not on a large sort of scale. And whereas this is trying to make it a bit more like normalized. However, they've brought it out, but it's really hard to get a hold of. So there's all these people that are like, oh wow, they brought this out. Let's go and get it. And so they go into these Primark places and they're like, can we get them? And they're like, we don't have them here. How do I get them? Can we get them online? Can I get them ordered to me? No, you got to do click and collect. And like there's like one store in the UK right now that you can click and collect it from.
Nice.
It also,
Interesting.
it feels just strange that you have to click and collect the accessible underwear.
yeah.
But I guess maybe as they roll it out more and more, it'll
Yeah.
be
Okay.
better.
Well, we could do some research on that and discuss that in a bit more depth a little bit later. But that's very cool.
It's not news, but I've been watching video essays on the Sphere in Las Vegas.
The big ball.
the one that U2 played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have a residency there.
Really?
They play there multiple times. They
Damn.
also, interestingly, the only two things you can do at the Sphere is see U2 play, where the cheapest tickets buying from the correct vendors is about $500. But they also show a short film about the planet. And the whole film's about the ignorance of humanity. They're talking about how we turn to our screens to witness the outside instead of spending time in it. And you watch
While
it
you're in a
inside
giant
a
screen.
giant LED sphere in the middle of Las Vegas.
I've heard that it's not actually that good.
I don't think it is.
It looked, when I saw videos of it looked good.
From far away, but it looks pretty sweet because they put all these like funky animations on it. But also they take up so much time using it for advertising, and it's right next to a highway, and so you just get an advertisement for like Xbox or Clash of Clans on this giant sphere that you can see above the whole skyline.
I
Just as
think
you're
if there
driving.
was anywhere that's going to contribute significantly to light pollution and energy withdrawal and stuff, I think it would be put in Las Vegas.
Well,
but
I was reading the comment section, and a Las Vegas museum tour guide gave their opinion on it, and they said that they think it's wrong that apparently tax dollars were used to build it.
do you want to guess how much power it requires to run the Sphere in Las Vegas? Have you seen
I have
this?
seen the number.
28 megawatts.
Well, you see, interestingly, they actually underpower it because if they didn't, all the electronic components would melt within months.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'd love to
Given
see what happens if you got that baby up to 66 miles per hour.
Isn't it 88?
Is it?
Interestingly,
Not much in that case.
interesting you say baby because to celebrate, it's a tribute to U2's Achtung Baby album, and so they turn it into a giant helmet with a CGI baby smiling. And it brings a whole new meaning to the word Vegas, baby.
That's
because you
horrible.
can just see this giant CGI baby smiling and sleeping and snoring and laughing and crying like any time of day.
I am staunchly against the Sphere. I think it's a ridiculous idea.
There's
I
also-
blame the agricultural revolution, am I
Yeah,
right?
But also,
yeah.
they make you do facial scans as well. You like scan your body in and stuff.
Which
and it-
sucks even more. Like you've already got my money, you know? What do you need the data for?
Probably for all the advertising that
it's on
doing.
all of the time. Have you seen videos of people like staying in hotels and stuff and
Yeah.
at like 1 a.m. it's
There's-
just a stupid emoji smiling
At
at
the
them?
Venetia opposite, you pay more for a sphere view room.
It's
A
ridiculous.
sphere view
It's
room.
It's also see-through
actually
during the day.
silly.
You can see through it during the day. Like,
Oh,
I don't understand how people can reasonably say that, you know, the earth is on fire, we need to stop using this much power, and then build a massive TV in the middle of a desert.
sorry, I like it because I never get bored.
All right, should we listen to some more music?
Hold on, wait, a massive cruise ship has just set sail as well, talking
it's going
about...
right past the window now.
It is, look at it go, talking about excess.
Sweet Caroline.
It cost $2 billion and it was christened by Lionel Messi. Do you want to guess how many people can fit on it?
Did he kick a football at
6.
it?
No, he smashed a bottle of
He kicked it off the bar. Crossbar challenge.
It fits 7,600 people over 20 decks. It has 40 plus restaurants, 7 swimming pools, 6 water slides, and the world's largest orchestra at sea.
It's just like mobile global warming, isn't it? Cruise ships.
It's ridiculous.
Try and get that baby up to 66 miles per hour.
I don't.
We're gonna hit 7 knots.
It's crazy. It's just silly. That's
But
all I
maybe,
can really
maybe
say.
I like that you say it's a mobile global warming ship, but because maybe they're there because they're smart and they already know that the seas are going to rise, and so they're already on a ship. You know, and maybe that cruise ship will just become like the sole surviving.
We'll just live on cruise ships. P&O will be the savior of humanity.
Also, a weed killer apparently definitely causes cancer, called Roundup. Have you heard of Roundup? I don't even know if it's sold in the UK. Some guy sued them because it gave him cancer, and then he got $2.25 billion out of it.
And cancer.
And cancer. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But that was an interesting story.
It's a good way of describing cancer, really.
All right, next up we have a request, and this song is called "This Voodoo" by Goth Milk.
Only my microphone was off for that. Thanks, Ian, for the request. If you have any... turn the speaker off.
I thought you were finished.
If you have any requests or dedications you want us to say on air, let us know on 07759379524. Text us on the YouTube chat or on Instagram at band.called.bonk.
Time, but I just know it will be worth the wait to dance all night with Jake the Snake. Swimming with the crocodiles. Every Asian cave and sleeper train is wet that when you wash your brain. And you're so kind. You will tell me there's nothing to see, then shoot me like a Kennedy. Read until you read my mind. You can tell a lot about him, and by the way he tells a planet. It's been a while. If you look inside the mind of his, please tell me where the body is. Don't one more smile. Or won't you take me to the cherry trees and teach me where's the Japanese? You're so hostile. Well, the cowboys on the side of town prefer it when we don't back down.
Book club.
Wow,
Yes.
that was that vocal note was held at the end for quite a long time. It's like Bill Withers, like a techno version.
I've just reloaded my list of news, by the way. There's one more thing that I thought was a bit interesting. Have you guys heard of Neuralink? Neuralink.
No.
It's good old Elon Musk's latest
Oh yeah, is it the
innovation.
underground tunnel?
No, that's Hyperloop, which went out of business. Actually, that was also a funny story. I can talk about that later if you want.
Stupid
But Neuralink's his whole thing of putting computer chips inside of brains.
Oh yeah, and all of those people that were like, I don't want to get vaccinated, I don't want chips in me, and then they're like, Give me that microchip.
Yeah, so it's been kind of working up to it. It's been putting it in I think monkeys, which is a bit scary.
The monkeys,
that's
like the
horrible.
rock band.
Yeah, exactly. No,
People say they monkey around.
they were building up to it. Today, the news has come out. Neuralink implanted in a human for the first time.
Oh, God.
How was
Neuralink is, I don't know. I'm going to read the story to
Was
you.
it Elon? Oh, that's what I'm assuming.
The first human patient received a brain implant for Neuralink on Sunday. Neuralink is an Elon Musk-founded startup that creates brain implants known as brain-computer interfaces that they are inserted directly into the brain. Neuralink claims they can cure paralysis, blindness, and other neurological conditions. After receiving approval to begin human trials in May, Musk said Monday that the first person had received one. He said that the chip, designed to give paralyzed patients the ability to control devices with their thoughts, is performing well.
That's pretty cool. I like that actually.
He is
you
a
know.
supervillain, isn't he?
I will be very interested to see how it develops. I think we're in the start of the building curve now, where it's got good intentions and people will start using it and have really good things, and then it'll be abused by the technology becoming really popular and really easy to do compared to how it is now, where it's really, really difficult. That'll
We'll
be
see.
interesting to
Yeah.
see. But
Probably
it's
in our
begun.
lifetime.
Human implants, computers in the brain. It's happening. It's real. This is the world we live in now.
It'd be nice to be able to, like, because my hearing's going a bit, and so by the time I'm like 60, probably a lot. It'd be nice to be able to like get a Neuralink going on and then hear things.
Maybe.
That could be cool.
I wonder what the limits are of what it's going to be able to do, though. Like, what can a like computer-assisted brain do that a regular brain won't be able to do? What are the limits of that, do you think?
Do you reckon it could like help control anxiety?
Maybe. I reckon it could have a lot of impacts on mental health stuff.
What if it's like the digital beta blockers?
Maybe. We could do a lot of things. It
Yeah.
remains to be seen. And whether, I suppose it calls into question, it's the right thing to do to completely suppress all of those things all of the time.
Then you become a oh my god, Cybermen.
It's, yeah,
We're in
Cybermen.
Cybermen.
Here it comes.
There we go.
If anyone sees the Doctor, terrible things are coming.
Because the whole thing,
We're
the
doomed.
whole point about Cybermen is like there's so many of them throughout the Doctor Who universe, because it's like the whole point of it is like it's the inevitable ending of like the humanoid species that develop technology. That's like the crab effect. Like the technological crab effect is they become Cybermen, in the sense that Cybermen is a universal term given to like people, like humans that evolve to use technology to evolve themselves, but then remove the humanity from themselves to become pure technology, and then try and go and like upgrade all of the other like humanity. And I think
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's
We've taken the first step.
It's almost altruistic, really, isn't it, with the Cybermen?
yeah, they are. They're
I just want to make you better by
Well,
cutting out your brain.
I think that'll be very interesting to see how that develops, especially sort of nowadays with the radicalization of social media and technology and everything. I think that's a perfect time to bring that
Radical.
kind of thing into discussion. Speaking of discussions, books.
Books,
That's
they
a-
exist.
Seamless segue.
Thanks.
talking about the
Speaking
neural
of
electrical revolution.
Yeah, thinking brains.
Thinking, brains made books
Books.
possible. Anyway, that's our segue into this book that Dan and I have both been reading,
I think a real
called
segue would
Sapiens.
have been more smooth.
People who are watching on YouTube can probably see me holding it up. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? There it is.
You're holding up a book.
I'm holding up a book.
Do you want me
It's
to
called
hold it for you
Sapiens.
so
I can
you
see
can
it.
talk? Okay.
Dan, do you want to start us off? Because Dan sent me an interesting thought or idea the other day that I thought would be cool to discuss here.
Well, it's nice that you said brains came up with books, because I think that like the whole point of the first sort of section talks about, which really got me thinking, was the whole point of the first section is it talks about how sapiens, Homo sapiens, meaning us, are the only sort of species that have developed fiction. That's what it. That's so. According to the book, we are the only species that has created fiction, and I think that.
How do you verify that?
Also,
How do you, what are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking at a computer, so I wondered if you were like doing password stuff. That's
are they defining fiction by like you're not something that is
Like making believe,
not,
make
not
believe
real, but
stories.
not in the context of lying?
no. So fiction.
Or
Yeah,
is just
deceiving.
so no. Fiction is in like other animals can lie, but fiction is like as opposed to there's a wall there, and that wall is red, that's like an objective truth. Like that's there, that's an object that exists. Whereas a fictitious object is something like socialism or human rights.
Like it starts with simple things like this tree is inhabited by a fairy. You know, that's how it starts. But then that can then be extended to bigger concepts like money, because money is just a piece of paper that everyone just believes in. Everyone believes that that piece of money holds value, and because it's a collective held belief, it actually has that value. It has an intrinsic value now. So even if you or I chose not to believe in the power of a £5 note, that isn't going to change anything, like, because it's a collective shared belief.
Yeah, but I think this leads on to an interesting point that is people. There's a big argument that whether or not maths actually exists, whether or not maths is a real thing or maths is something that humans came up, like humans.
So try and explain the cube again.
Whether maths exists or not. And I think that if we take this idea that sapiens are the only species that can formulate a shared fictitious narrative like money or Christianity or the law, I think that we can. I was interested to see if maths is something that exists in animals' brains, because if maths is something that animals can understand, and yet we take it as a truth that Homo sapiens are the only species capable of inventing fictitious narratives, like potentially maths, we can exclude maths as a as a piece of fiction, because there are animals, there would be animals that can do maths. So I went and looked into this, and there is some really interesting examples of some parrots and some apes that are capable of doing mathematics on a very basic level. They are capable of understanding the basics of maths. So, for example, there's a parrot that someone put a tray in front of it, and there's been training going on, but they put a tray down in front of it, and it's full of a bunch of squares, and say some of them are red, say 3 of them are red, 4 of them are green, 5 of them are yellow, and someone would go, how many blue? Or if there's blue ones there, I can't remember if I said that. And they'd say the bird would say the number that there were, and then they could add to it and take away. So the bird has an understanding of maths, which to me says that if we're taking this person's word as gospel and saying that sapiens are the only species that can invent a fiction, maths exists in real life. Like, maths is a real thing, and not just something that we made up, which I think is cool to think about.
But I've seen things before of like apes using money, for example, and understanding.
Actually, I saw this really interesting thing about a community of monkeys in a temple in somewhere in India. I can't remember where, and they've learned to value. They've learned to not just steal tourist possessions, but barter it back to people,
and then
in exchange for food.
And then they started stealing more valuable things to get better stuff.
So now I guess the question now is an understanding of value equivalent to an understanding of maths? Is that what it is?
Well, I think that with the bartering stuff, I don't think that's
LLL in chat says dogs understand numbers. They can be trained to bark a specific number of times. Shrug emoji.
But I don't know, like, the thing is, the difficult thing that you have to think about is there's a difference between having an understanding of mathematics and being trained to copy. There's a difference, which is why, like, it's like the monkeys stealing things and getting other things back. That's like repetitive behavior in order to do something.
That goes for a lot of
that could
people
go for
as
the
well.
parrots as well. Like the parrot probably understood that it would get a treat if it said the right thing.
Well, yes, but that's why it's different, because it's not about that the parrot has to understand what the right thing is to do, and in order to understand the right thing, has to have an understanding of maths. It's not like, for example, with a dog, where the dog well, actually, it is similar to the dog, because the dog has to know what up to 4 is.
Yeah.
But it's like a weird crossover. What's copying and what's understanding, and how do we know what the difference is?
I think I don't disagree that animals can probably grasp a concept of math. I think the numbers make sense. The numbers, what do they mean? But I think they could also have a degree of imagination. Like, I think animals can probably imagine stuff as concepts and then draw their own meanings from that.
But see, before the show, I did some flicking through this book to see if the author says anything about maths in specific, and he doesn't. And it's kind of telling to me because I feel like as a concept, he's covered a lot of things and mentioned them as fiction, and like talking about money as fiction is fine, but it doesn't go as far as mentioning that maths is fiction. And that's not to say that it isn't, but I'm just saying like that's the extent of my research, and the extent of my research shows that maths is not fiction.
Cool.
Nice. This is kind of a little bit discussed in Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance as well. I cannot remember the specific point that I was going to make. It's left my mind, but I know that this is part of that book, so I need to go back and read some of that, I think.
Also, this is a new thing we're trying. So if people who are listening and watching like the discussion of books that's taking place, let us know, because we'll be able to do it more.
Book club.
Yeah.
You could suggest books and we could read them maybe. Ooh.
I've got and I made some interesting notes on. So this is where I wanted to like. So it's this bit where I was like, oh, okay, is math subjective or imagined? And I think that comes into this bit. So ever since the cognitive revolution, which is like where Homo sapiens sort of like started coming up with these fictions and shared understandings of like nationalism and like tribalism and stuff, sapiens have been living this dual reality where on one hand the objective reality of rivers, trees and lions, and on the other hand the imagined reality of gods, nations and corporations like Peugeot or Google. And I think that's
Peugeot?
like the car company.
Those are very specific companies to choose.
And like I just wondered, where does maths fall on that? But anyway, yeah, that's all for this week, I think. That's enough.
Anyway.
Well, back to it next week.
Back to some music. This is a request from our lovely manager and friend Millie. It's a track called White Wine Spritzer by Okili Dokili.
Nice. I think it's Oakley Dokley.
Okay, Okili Dokili.
These songs end way
Nice.
too fast.
Oh, was that the Ned Flanders band then?
I don't know.
This is what they look like.
Oakley. Oh, they do look like Ned Flanders.
No, I have seen these. I have seen them. I think I've seen a video of them before. They're actually pretty good. Is that why you suggested them, Millie? That might make sense.
Because we were talking about The Simpsons earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, you guys have got to think of some poems really fast because Poetry Place is coming right up when I can find the jingle. There you go.
Poetry place. Poetry place. Poetry place.
That's the ticket.
Okay, yeah. So we've had 2 words.
Sam's in the zone.
Sam's in the zone.
Last
Which one
week was crap.
Who should we give to who? What do you think?
Sam's first, right? I went first last
Yeah,
time.
I'll go first.
Okay, which one?
Let's do the second one.
Second one. Okay, Sam, your word is. Do you want the music, or do you want to think in silence?
Silence.
Silence. Okay, so your word is formation.
The station of formation where I catch my bus. Leaves no fuss, leaves no muss. I catch the bus. And blanks my words.
What is that noise?
I've not been in a poetry headspace the past
That's
month.
No,
okay,
it's the
man.
poetry
Poetry
place,
ha-
Sam, not the poetry
Yeah.
headspace.
Yeah. Poetry's tough. Don't get too
Gonna
hung
leave
up
this
about
on
it.
my face for the rest of the show.
Ah, come on, bare your soul.
Can you put on some like Miles Davis while I'm doing the poetry, my
Of course.
poetry
Yeah.
place? I want some. I want to feel like the beat poets. Of
Could
the
you hear
20s.
that noise while
Yeah.
you were?
It's
What
like-
was that? I don't know if anyone else on air could. It was very quiet.
think
We
it-
turned off our headphones so Sam could poem
I think
properly.
it was my chair.
Was it? Can you shift your chair again? It was. It sounded like some kind of squealing.
Like I want some like fast like. Tss, 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 tss,
Okay.
yeah, soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just searching intense jazz. Oh yes.
Yeah, nice.
Giant steps is perfect. Okay, Dan. Your word is settlement.
Got home from work, put on the kettlement, went outside, built me a settlement. I've been playing Catan off and on again. I'm getting outside, getting over the hedge, getting down the garden, sitting on a ledge, putting my wood together, getting my stone, getting my sheep and hay, building my throne. I've been playing Catan, it's time in real life to build a settlement. Come over here tonight.
You started pretty strong.
I think the whole thing was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I like where you were going with it, to be fair.
I want another one. Is
You
there
want another
one
one?
more? Yeah.
There is actually.
Go on, give me.
Mirror.
No, now I'm just thinking of Snow White.
Why?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. You know?
Keep going.
Mirror,
Riff
mirror
on
on the wall. Forgot to turn the kettle off. Now there's steam. I can't see me through the steam.
it. Sam, do you want another one?
No.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Give
No,
it.
it's
Come
not
on.
Give
like
me.
to do
Go on,
one.
give me one.
Bowl.
Bowl. Ah, shit. Can't see the bowl. Can't swear on air. Can't do anything, I'm told. Goodness me, the bowl's on the floor, it's broken. Can't use it anymore. I've got a ladle of soup, a cradle of soup, a bruise on my arm from falling on the floor between the coffee table. I'm unstable. I can't see anything with the steam. The porches down the garden's collapsed. No one come over anymore. I've got a bowl on the floor, a kettle on the table.
I like
the
you-
mirror's got steamed, and the settlement's no longer settleable.
You've tied it in. It's a full circle.
Can I give you one more?
Yeah, go on.
Corridor.
Come.
Where did you get that from?
My head.
It's my
He got it
go-to.
from. He got it from his head. It's a corridor. It's just the soul's the eyes are the window to the soul, and the mouth is the corridor to Budry's.
What if we finish up with that word game?
Yeah, go on. While we're
To
on,
giant
while we're on
steps.
this,
Yeah,
giant steps.
while we riff it. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do you start? Interest
The
Pinterest
Board.
with
gracious.
photos.
Of.
cats.
Steaming.
Fried.
Vegetables.
Again.
Try and see if we can get some more rhymes in it as well.
Okay. Wait. Restart with Ned.
The
Flanderman.
Went
To
the
Sanderbox.
to eat.
sand.
Oakley.
With his feet.
And more.
Dougally.
Complete.
Thanks for listening to Bonk FM. We're about to go off air. If you enjoyed the show, you can catch us next week on Wednesday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. We have more stuff on a local radio show, music, facts, tracks, news, anything that you might possibly want. Get in touch with us if you have any requests or dedications off air at band.call.bonk or email us, I guess, if you want. You can find it in our YouTube bio. That's all for us. See you later.
See ya.